Hey everybody, welcome back to ClickFunnels Radio. If you've ever wondered if you should sell your company, this is the podcast you want to listen to. I have the opportunity of having my dear friend, Mr. Nate Lind, here on the show with me. He's a guy who has had over 23 different supplement brands, 9 of which have done over $10 million. He's an e-com entrepreneur who's been crushing it for years, sold a lot of businesses, and now is actually working on it from a board advisory firm, from a lot of other e-com places, but more importantly, is really helping those people who are trying to sell their companies from an M&A standpoint, get involved in that, either to sell or to buy. So if you're looking to either buy or sell an e-com company, this is the podcast you want to listen to. So Nate, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Dave. I'm glad it's been, I think 2017 you had me on. We were talking about supplement sales back then. I had a little over close to $100 million in sales under my belt. And now I'm helping people sell their businesses.
It's crazy. I always love seeing the evolution of entrepreneurs and the things they do. And again, anyone who has as much experience as you have, it was very easy to see you make that transition. And I think it's an important one for a lot of people to understand. Some things we were talking about before we kind of started recording here, and that is this whole idea as far as it being a seller's market. But before we dive into that, I want to kind of talk, if you don't mind, give people a little bit of a flavor for what's the market really like? When should you sell? What are the things you should be thinking about?
Yeah, absolutely. So the timing of your sale is probably the most important thing when you're considering it. Most folks, they're just unaware of what the market's like, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But the single most important thing that you can consider is selling when you're growing your business. So growing your gross revenue, and most importantly, your net profit, your net earnings. That when you're selling on the way up, you attract a lot of attention. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?